Hi, welcome to Dad Bod with JC. I am JC. So I've been doing 1 hour exercise routines here for the last, I guess 7, 8 days, something like that. And I haven't really just focused one single hour on stretching. I usually start with a couple stretches. First few days I was doing a lot of stretching, but I'm gonna organize it a little bit. Where on Mondays and Fridays, so twice a week, I'll do some stretching here. So here we go. I'm gonna start off stretching. Like today, I'm gonna focus on my upper back. It's really tight on me. I'm gonna also move on to the hamstrings at some point in time. And because my hamstrings are pretty tight also. If I have enough time, I'll move on to my calves, but I don't think I'll have enough time for that. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just throw them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll just get started here. Let's see, I have all my little notes here in a little piece of paper. Gonna get started with a cat-cows. It's an easy one to do. It's an easy one to get started on. So here we go. For the cat-cows, you want to get on all fours. The knees underneath the hips, the wrists underneath the shoulders. Then when you bring your back up, you want to dip your head down, bring your back up. You're going to hold for a 3 count. 3, 2, 1. And then do the opposite. I'm going to raise up my head. I'm going to dip my back. And going to hold that for 3. It's feeling like a good stretch right now. And that should be about 3. Going to do that 3 times. So back up. I'm going to dip my head in. Tuck my head into my chest a bit. Raise my back up as best I can. Get my back vertebrae up as much as I can. I'm going to hold for a quick second here. And then back down slowly. Trying to feel all my vertebrae kind of go in the other direction. Crunch, snap, crackle, pop. There's no snap, crackle, pops there. But lifting my head to accentuate the cow position here. Holding that. And back up to cat. One more time. One more cat, one more cow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And slowly back down. 1, 2, and 3. All right. That's a good start. Next one up is a child's pose. So I'm going to do this 2 times over. As I dip into the pose here, I'm going to hold it for a 6 count down at the bottom. With the child's pose, part of it is putting your forehead on the mat. I might want to look up, keep looking up a little bit. I'll cheat on that a little bit. But for the most part, the rest of it is pretty straightforward. Putting my arms in front of me here. Putting my head towards the mat. And pushing backwards. Pushing my butt backwards towards my heels. And I'm going to count off to 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. My back's real tight. Nothing I can do about that except do some more stretching. All right. Oh, okay. Gonna loosen up what I can, and then go right back into the child's pose. So here I am. Forearms in front of me. My head's gonna hit the floor here, or the mat. my forehead, I should say. And as soon as it does, I'll do a 6 count. 5, 4, 3, my butt pressing towards my heels. 2, 1. Whoa. Okay. It's definitely an improvement. I probably could have done that longer, but I'll move on at this point. Gonna do a wall stretch. So with the wall stretch, I'm gonna start off, I guess, facing 45 degrees towards the wall. I'm gonna stick my hand up, nice 90-degree angle with my elbow kind of straight up as it hits the wall. And then I'm gonna open up my body. I'm gonna rotate my hips, shoulders, hopefully don't cause any pain on your shoulder as you rotate out. But I'm rotating out. I'm gonna hold for a quick 4 count. 3, 2, 1. This is feeling pretty effective here. So, yeah. For the other wall, I kind of want to face the camera still, so I will use this door frame here, or the door itself. I'm gonna put my elbow in there. You can't see my elbow, that's unfortunate. I guess I could move some of these bags. I kind of like the bags, but okay. So I have my elbow straight up here, pressing against the wall, door, whatever. Now I'm gonna rotate out. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hold for 4. That rotation really does something because you're leaving your arm behind. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, don't tear anything off. Felt like it was almost gonna tear off here. Gonna get this arm stretched again. 45-degree angle to the wall. Gonna place my elbow against the wall. It's there, it's comfortable. I want a 90-degree angle here. And now I'm gonna rotate away as much as I can comfortably. Giving my shoulder a bit of a stretch. It's getting a stretch. Oh my. I'm holding for a 4 count. 3, 2, 1. Okay, slowly get out of this. Wow. That was something else. Okay. One more time back here. My elbow's going to do the 90-degree thing here, even if you can't see it. My palms against the wall. And now I'm going to rotate out. This shoulder is pretty flexible, so I'm rotating out quite a bit. It's my second go around on this side. I'm going to hold for a 4 count. This is my more flexible side, so especially on my shoulder. So it feels good. I'm well beyond the 4 count here, so I'll let go. That was something else. Okay, I'd never really done those, if I remember. You know, I'm just picking these up off the internet, but that felt good. It felt more like a shoulder stretch in the front, not the back. I'm trying to get the back stretched, but it's good enough. Get some water here before I move on to the next one. Trunk rotation. Okay. For this trunk rotation, I am gonna get on the floor. Basically, my knees are gonna be at about a 45-degree angle. And then I'm gonna drop them one side, my head's gonna go to the other. I'm gonna hold for a 3 count. Then I'll do it again on the other side. I'm gonna do this 3 times. Yeah, this is. I do like this particular stretch a bit, so I'm gonna push it up to 3 of these guys. All right, here we go. So knees kind of just like a up-down thing, 45-degree angle. It sort of doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to want to keep your knees and your ankles stacked as you bring them down left or one side or the other. And since it's a trunk rotation, when my knees go this way, my head's going to go that way. So I'll start with my knees going this way, my head going that way. So here I'm going to hold this count for I'm going to hold for a 4. No, I'm going to hold it for a 6 count. This is feeling good. I'm going to hold it a little longer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back to neutral. The other way now. Head pops this way, knees go that way. I'm keeping my knees and my ankles stacked. I'm going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got to come back up. All right. Back over to the original side. Ankles and knees stacked still. My head rolls over to the other side. Hold for 6 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to neutral. And to the other side. Knees are still stacked. Ankles still stacked. Head to the other side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Body back up to neutral, spine. And we'll repeat that again one more time. Knees drop to the one side, head flops to the other, nice and slow, controlled. This is the trunk rotation. So I'm going to hold it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. One more side, one last time. Knees to the side, ankles and knees stacked, head turns and collapses to the other side for 5, or for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My knees didn't stack it perfectly for that one. I think I did okay for the most part. Let's see here. That felt really good. Next one up is a shoulder roll. So for the shoulder rolls, gonna stand straight up, feet shoulder width apart. My arms are gonna be more or less straight down my sides, and then I'm gonna do 10 shoulder rolls over, and then 10 back under. So like the first move will be over and then under like this. Over forwards basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's nice and relaxing. I'm gonna repeat that. This one's fairly quick. So go rolling forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Probably going through that quicker. I mean too quick. I think I might benefit more going more slowly. So on the back side here, I'm gonna go a little slower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a little bit more awkward, but it did feel better going a little slower. I got to feel all the muscles as they engaged and relaxed back there. So yeah, one thing that you can also do is while you're doing the shoulders or whatever, try to engage your core. I'll try that on my next series. All right, next series is the neck flex. All right, so for the neck flex, I'm going to bring my head down, then over, then down and over, and I'm going to hold on each side. So I'm going to hold for a 3 count once I get to each side, and down the middle as well. All right, so here we go. Off to one side, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow down the middle. 3, 2, 1. Then roll off to the other side. 3, 2, 1. And back to neutral. All right, that's 1. Now I'm going to go this other way. So I'm just going to do 4 of these. So that was actually half of 1. This will complete the 1. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, keep your arms by your sides here. And then I roll down. 3, 2, 1. Then roll off to the other side. 3, 2, 1. I mean, I'm closing my eyes here to envision what's going on with my neck here. I'm trying to stretch whatever I can more. I'm going to go through that sequence one more time, from this way to that way to this way. That should be good. Go a little bit slower. So off to one side. 3, 2, 1. Down the middle. 3, 2, 1. Off to the other side. 3, 2, 1. And again, I'm going to hold to this side for 3, 2, 1. Down the middle. 3, 2, 1. And off to the original side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I was getting more feels out of this go around. I went a little slower, a little bit more mindful of what my neck was doing, what parts of my neck were stretching. I got more benefit out of that second time around. I'm going to go for a third time just because I did feel some benefit. My upper back's been real tight, and this last little set seemed to help a bit. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down the middle. 3, 2, 1. Off to the side. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to continue on this side. 3, 2, 1. Down the middle. 3, 2, 1. Off to the side. 3, 2, 1. I also got a lot more out of this with my eyes closed. I could really visualize what was going on with my neck. So at some point in time, I'll keep my eyes open on that, but it was a lot easier to visualize my neck with my eyes closed. That was the neck flex. Next one, overhead arm reach. All right, so up here, gonna grab my hands overhead, and then I'm gonna let one of my hands pull. I'm gonna start pulling in this direction. Oh wow! I'm gonna pull in one direction. Let me back up a little bit here, and then hold that for a. Let me see here. I'm gonna hold it for a 3 count, and then I'll return to neutral and go back to the other direction. Hold that for a 3 count. All right, here we go. So moving off to one side. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to hold for 3, 2, 1, then slowly come back up to neutral. And now slowly come back to the other side. And once I get to where I'm headed, I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back up to the middle. And that was one set. I think I got another set in store here. Yeah, I sure did. I'm going to take a sip of water between that. That didn't look like much, I bet, but if you're following along, it felt really good. I mean, yeah, my back was super tight, and that with all the other stretches and exercises I was doing, that worked for me. Alright, again with that same one, I'll do a quick check here. We're looking good. Alright, so I'm just doing some stretches today. So up here it's an overhead arm reach. I'm reaching up over my arms, or grabbing my hands together. Then I'm going to move them off to the side, standing straight up. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to hold for 3 count. 3, 2, 1, and now slowly come back up. Back up to neutral, and then come back to the other side. Nice and slow, nice and methodical. I'm trying to feel all my muscles. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to hold for 3 count. 3, 2, 1, and back up. Wow, I had never done those before. Never, ever, ever. I don't know. That felt really great for me. Maybe it's because I'd never done them before. It was different. I've done this thing where you just reach over like this with your hands open. I don't think I ever did it with my hands close together. It's a little different. It's got a different dynamic. All right, that was the overhead arm reach. Next up is the knee to the chest. Okay, so for this one I'm going to be lying down basically. And I'm just going to pull my knees into my chest. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, old school. But hopefully it'll give me a good stretch. So, here we go. I'm going to hold for 6 count. Alright, here we go. 1 knee, 2 knee, and I'm just going to pull my knees to my chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done for that one. I'll do that again one more time. I'm not flexible enough for that to do a whole lot for me. Well, I'll give it another try. Maybe I need to control my breathing more or something. That didn't do a whole lot for me, but let's give it another go. So, knees up. Knees towards my chest now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me go there. I'm trying to figure out if that worked or not, and I'm not quite sure. And that's okay. Some of these stretches will work better than others. That's always going to be the case. Alright. That's it for my upper back stretching. I'm going to move on to hamstring stretching. So for the hamstring stretching, I'm going to start off with an oldie but a goodie. A seated forward fold. Going to hold it for an 8 count. So both my legs straight out. I'm kind of enjoying the stretch as it is. I think a bug just came down flying. Oh, there it is. It's a June bug. It is not June yet. Oh boy. It's gonna be a crazy summer. That's a big bug. Anyways, so seated forward. I'm notoriously bad at these seated forward folds, so I won't be folding a whole lot. I think I say more than 90% of the people will probably be able to fold more than me, and it might be more closer to 99%. But here we go, forward fold. I'm determined to make this, to get this, do this a little bit better than I have been in the past. I've never done this well. So we're gonna push forward, breathe in and breathe out, hold it for an 8 count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, that could have gone better. I think in other days I've tried this before and it went a little better. I don't know why today isn't as good as the other days, but oh, my back is feeling a little better, I must say. I mean, there's like wild things going on. Like I feel like these little daggers and like things popping through all through my muscles. I have not been stretching enough. In the last 3 or 4 day sessions, I haven't really emphasized my stretching. Like for a few days I did emphasize stretching, maybe I thought maybe too much. And then the last 3 or 4 days I hadn't emphasized my stretching much at all. And now I'm back to a full stretch day. And now like there's little fireworks in my muscles. So as long as it's not excruciatingly painful and it doesn't feel like it's joint related, I'm going to keep going. All right, next set of forward folds. Same deal, legs straight forward. I'm going to try to bring my navel into my thighs, my chest into my shins for an 8 count. I'm going to breathe into it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hold it for 2 more. I thought I was making some progress there for a second, but I don't know. That's, like I said, I'm the 99th percentile at the end of the wrong end of that particular stretch. Next up is the V-seated stretch, which is essentially the same thing, only my legs, instead of being out in front of me, are off in a V shape. So I'm going to take a couple breaths. And then get going with this one. Okay, so same deal. Legs in a bit of a V shape. I'm going to try to get my belly button out in front of me, my chest over here, towards where my shins would be if my legs were flat. You get the idea. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to put my hands here in that prayer position. I don't really think it's going to do anything better. It's just a different position for my hands than I had. In the past, I had them like this or like this. But let's see if there's any difference up high. Or I'll see. And if you're following along, you can see as well. So I'm going to hold for an 8 count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It was a little different. I didn't have the little weights. My hands didn't have the little weight pulling me this way. I had to use other muscles to try to pull me down this in the downward direction here. But it was a little different, not a ton different. All right, I'm gonna take a couple breaths. I'm gonna retract my legs a little bit, take a breath or two, and then go right back at it with this seated V forward fold. All right, back out to the sides here. Legs in a V position. My back is straight. The advice I found was try to keep a straight back as I try to fold forward. So you're gonna hold this for an 8 count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My hands out here felt a little better. It's a little easier to try to descend with a little bit of weight out here. Not going to really try dumbbells or anything out here, but I'd imagine dumbbells would help give me some more weight to go this way, but nah, I'm not going to do it. No dumbbells. Alright, so that was it for the seated V position, or V forward fold. Check in what's going on next. Alright. Next one is called the seated static stretch. So, I've done these in the past. Instead of having both legs out forward, I'd have one leg out, the other one tucked in here at the thigh, around the knee or thigh, wherever you can tuck it in. I want to put my belly button over top of thigh here, the outgoing thigh, so rotate over here, keep my back straight, and fold. I'm going to fold at the hip towards my leg. I'm going to keep that for I want to keep this one for a 12 count. This one's feeling pretty good after the other stretches, so I'll try it for a 12 count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly back up. That's about as good as I've ever done this one. not saying a whole lot. That felt right. Alright, so I'm just scooching over to the other side. I'm going to hold this guy for 12 count as well. I'm tucking in this foot right on my thigh. If you can't make it down your thigh, you can put it, since there's no pressure from the foot, you can put it around your knee or your calf. You just want to make sure there's no pressure from your foot to the side of your knee. I'm going to rotate my belly button around towards, try to get in front of my my outgoing thigh here, and here we go. So I'm going to hold this for 12 count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, that felt pretty good. I'm just going to do the same on both sides again. That felt great, actually. Whoa. I'm feeling some, definitely feeling some stretches around my legs here. It's not just my hamstrings on this one. It's feeling up, I guess, towards my groin, right in the inner thigh, let's call it. Okay, back straight, belly button rotated this way towards my thigh, and I'm going to hold for 12 count. 12, 11, I almost missed 11 there, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. I mean, I only move this way, like, it feels like 3 inches maybe, but it makes a difference. All right, one last side. Gonna breathe in, breathe out, and rotate my belly button over to my thigh, to the front of my thigh. Straighten my back out, and then I'm gonna rotate at my hips out this way. Oh, thanks for the likes. I really do appreciate that. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If it's good for you, it's good for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So this guy, I'm going to rotate my belly button out here, back straight, go down for a 12 count. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was good. Okay, that felt pretty good. All right, next up, I'll take a quick peek here. A standing stretch with a chair. Okay, so let me grab a chair real quick. Come right back. Here's a chair. I'm gonna put it right here. And for this guy, I'm gonna have one foot on the chair. And so let me start with this foot on the chair. So nice and flat on the chair. And then the other side with my knees slightly bent. I'm just gonna kind of lean into the chair here. I'm gonna hold the chair. And this is supposed to stretch out my hamstring here. You know, that's the thing. I was reading about this online. I don't know if it was this hamstring is supposed to stretch or this hamstring is supposed to stretch. I guess I should have tried it out before I went live, but I thought it would be pretty straightforward, but I don't know which hamstring is supposed to be stretching. I'll try both, see which one. So I'm supposed to lean forward with my hips. And I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna try the other side now. Maybe the other side's a little bit tighter or whatnot, and I'll have a better idea of where it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to do. All right, so let's see. Foot here, foot flat on the chair. That's what I had written down. Now my hips are supposed to lean into the chair here. And I'm supposed to feel a hamstring stretch. I think it's this one on this chair. This makes more sense because I'm not really bending anything for this back hamstring, the one that's on the floor. So the one on the chair makes more sense. Although I don't really know. I'll hold for an 8 count. It's a different position regardless. Yeah, thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I towards the end there, I think I was rotating things around with my hips and my knee, and I think I felt it. I was rotating my knee. I was bringing my knee towards the middle here. I was rotating my hip kind of away from it, and I did feel a stretch down here. So I'm starting to think it's pretty much up here. I think there's. Let me look at the chat, see if there's any confirmation there. Tap the screen. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Tap the screen, thank you. All right, cool. All right, so that was a standing stretch. Now that I have a half an idea of what's supposed to be stretching here, I'll come back to this other leg. Try it again. I'm gonna hold this for an 8 count. Feet flat on the floor. My hips are rotating up in here. Thanks for those likes. And all right, so I'm gonna rotate my knee with my other side. My knee had to rotate towards the middle, so I'm gonna rotate that towards the middle. And I gotta press my hips towards the chair. And this side must be more flexible or something, because I'm not quite feeling the stretch on this side. I'm gonna hold it for 7. Okay, there it is. If I take my hand and I bring it back over, I can feel a little bit more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that side's good. I'm going to do this one side one more time. Thanks for those likes. All right. Okay, so I got my foot straight up, flat on the chair. I'm going to press my hips towards the chair. I'm going to rotate my knee slightly towards the middle here. And now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a stretch right in here. I might lower my bottom here a little bit. And now I'm feeling the stretch even more. So there we go. So that right there was the standing stretch with the chair. All right, I think that's the last thing I have with the chair. I'll pop it back out here. I got my dog looking for attention there. He'll come over if he wants more attention. Next up, I have a lying down stretch. So let's see. No, up, straight. Okay. So this was pretty straightforward. I think I've been trying to do this in the last several days. I just didn't know how to. But so it's the lying down stretch. I'll lie down on my back, both legs straight forward. I'll bring one leg up slightly bent. I'm going to grab that leg, press it towards me, and as I'm pressing it towards me with my hands, the knee is slightly bent, and I'm going to try to straighten the leg all together, and that's going to flex my glutes and my hamstring. So again, I haven't done this one, so we'll see how it feels. All right. So both legs straight. This leg bent. I'm going to grab the leg. Then I'm going to press the leg forward. My knee straight. And I should feel a stretch somewhere. Boy, I'm feeling that stretch everywhere. All up and down my leg, all through my calf, through my hamstrings. And I thought I was going to feel in my glutes. I don't feel in my glutes. But I definitely feel in my hamstrings and my calf. I'm going to hold it for 3 more. 2, 1. I was only planning on holding it for an 8 count, but I spent a lot of that 8 count talking. So here, I'll let it go. Off to the other side. Other side's going to be more or less the same. Up, grab, pull towards my chest. And while I'm pulling my leg towards my chest, I'm going to try to straighten my leg. And hopefully it'll stretch as well as this other leg here. All right, here we go. So now I'm pulling this leg. I'm going to straighten it out. I'm feeling the stretch on the calf and the hamstring. So I'm going to pull some more. I'm going to hold for an 8 count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to relax that. So I did 1 on each side here. And I need water. I need water pretty bad. I should have had some water before I even started this. I was thirsty. I was already down there and starting my first stretch, and I was thinking, oh man, I'm thirsty. But I could wait an extra minute. All right, here we go. Let me check the chats. All right. I'm gonna try this again. Leg straight. I'm gonna bring this leg up and stretch. So I've got this leg up. I'm gonna get it straight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done on that one. All right. I want to sit up on this one for just a quick second. Catch a couple breaths of air. Of all the stretches I've been doing for my hamstrings and my calves, maybe not so much my calves, but for my hamstrings, that one seems to be the most effective one. Probably never done that before in my life, but that one really worked. I'm going to be doing that one more often. Yeah, last leg is coming up for that stretch. Here we go. Leg straight. Now I'm down, I'll bring this leg back up with the knee bent. Now that I've grabbed it, let's try to straighten it. And as I straighten, it's gonna stretch. Stretching my hamstrings and stretching my calves a little bit. I'm gonna hold for an 8 count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. That was pretty good. That little series of stretches went way better than I thought it would. I really thought that was going to be something else I had been trying to do the days before, and it was not. It was something new for me, and it was good. All right, so that was the lying down stretch. Okay, next stretch up is the heads down stretch. All right, so this one is something I haven't been able to do in the past. I was wondering, not sure why I put it on my little list of things to do, but the idea is I grab my hands behind my back. I'm just going to have my legs straight and shoulder width apart. I'm going to tuck my chin and do a forward fold essentially, and my arms are supposed to raise and kind of go up, but I've never been able to do this well, so this is probably not going to end well for me. My goal here is not to fall flat on my face right in front of me. Hopefully I'll be able to achieve that. So here we go. I'm going to hold this for a 12 count. Once I get to where I'm going, I got to tuck my chin. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll slowly unroll and release. Okay, that went better than expected. I didn't lose my balance at all. I thought I was going to lose my balance. It felt okay. I was just I had a hard time relaxing and stretching on that particular one because I was so worried about falling over or ripping my arms out or doing something goofy on that. I remember at the gym when they do this one at the gym sometimes, and I'm never able to do it correctly. I didn't do it correctly here either, and that's okay. I'm trying to get better at things that I'm not too good at with respect to stretching and exercise in general. There's room for improvement. So I got my hands behind my back. I'm going to do this forward fold a couple more times. I want to take a deep breath first, though. One more. And breathe in. Forward fold. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm going to start my count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this was supposed to stretch my hamstrings. As I was getting to like the 2s and the 3s, 2, 1, I finally got the feels on my hamstrings. I finally got it. So I'm going to run through this one more time. Take a sip of water, run through it one more time. It was the high hamstring, which is definitely something I want to stretch. And now that I got over the, I'm not going to fall over thing, I'm not going to rip my shoulders out of my sockets thing, I was able to feel the hamstring stretch, which is what this whole series of stretches is supposed to be all about. So one more time with the head down stretch. All right, I'm going to grab my hands behind my back here. Legs shoulder width apart. I'm going to bend at the, I'm going to try to keep my back straight. I'm going to bend to the hips. Nice and slow. I don't want to lose my balance still. I did really well nice and slow last couple times. Something I can do is I can probably grip my hands together more tightly or more securely. Anyways, I'm going to count to 12 here. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up. All right, that felt great. I hope you're following along, because that really felt great. I didn't feel out of control. I felt some stretching. I felt all sorts of good things out of that one. All right, next one. Scissor stretch. Pretty much the same thing as what I just did, except instead of my feet being shoulder width apart and on the level with each other, they're going to be about 2 feet apart this way. So there's going to be 2 feet of distance here. So they're pretty much scissored out. This one I might fall on. I'm already feeling unstable right now since I'm in a bit of a scissor position. I'm going to widen my legs out a little bit. There. I don't feel that I'm going to be as easy to tip over here. So again, my hands are locked or holding behind my back. My legs are more or less straight. My back is straight. I'm going to do a forward fold with my back straight, and once I get to where I'm going, I'll do a 12 count. Nice and slow. I heard something pop in my back just now. Nothing big. I don't know why it would have popped. I was barely moving. So I'm going to be about here, I guess. For 12, 11, oh, this front foot, 10, this front leg is really feeling it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, the front leg is really burning here. 3, 2, 1. And back up slowly. I almost had to ditch the effort there at 3 or 4 because my front leg was really burning. I didn't quite expect that. All right, well, I'm going to release my arms. Shake it out, shake it all out a little bit. I'm going to scissor the other way. I need a movement here. That did all sorts of things everywhere. Felt it in my shoulders. Since it was an awkward position, I felt it in my shoulders, my hands, definitely my front leg. Got to regroup a little bit before I do it. I'll be expecting it a little bit when I switch up legs here. All right. So my feet, trying to get them about shoulder width apart, about 2 feet away from each other. That's what the instruction said. I'm gonna lock my legs are more or less straight. Lock my hands behind my back here. My back is straight. I'm gonna bend to the hips and down. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna hold for an 8 count. 9, 8, no, 12 count. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up, it's nice and slow. My front hamstring was on fire again, that one. Whoa, my shoulders feel a little tweaked too. Not tweaked, tweak is the wrong word for that. Stretched. I'm gonna do that side one more time, and that's probably all I have time for here. Yep. Again, right before I do my last scissor stretch, I want to thank you for following along, joining. Please feel free to give likes, thumbs ups, follow, subscribe, whatever works best for you. Really appreciate you stopping by. And my feet 2 feet apart, legs more or less straight, back straight, bending at the hips, hands locked behind my back. Now do a 12 count once I get to where I'm going. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing stretching twice a week, today and a few days from now. We'll see you tomorrow.